Let's talk early finishers in middle and high school, because I know we all have those students who rush through their work all the time, and no matter how many times you send them back to add more, to do more, to improve it, eventually they're going to have time on their hands, and those idle hands mean trouble. There are a lot of different ways I keep these older students occupied, from handouts to activities to sketchbook prompts, visual journals, all kinds of stuff. And I'm going to share with you what has worked well for me and what you might want to try in your classroom. My number one go-to for early finishers are my Elements of Art and Principles of Design handouts. I use these in my intro-level art classes because truthfully, those are the classes with the squirreliest students. With these Elements of Art and Principles of Design handouts, I hand out one every single Monday and have it due every Friday. They can work on it at any point during the week. They can take it home to work on it. If they finish a project early, that's what they start working on. Or if they need a break from a project, that is the time to get out that activity. These go into their art notebooks when they're completed, and then I check them all at notebook check times, normally halfway through the class and at the end of the class. I also have art history handouts, artist exemplar handouts, art technique handouts, Zen doodles, Zen tangles, like all the things. These activities aren't a required part of the class. It's more of a fun activity for them to pick up when they have nothing else to do. I'll put these in bins that they can go through, pull out something that interests them, and then start to work on them. If the worksheets just aren't engaging enough, the next thing I do is I give them sketchbook prompts. Again, they're given a prompt and they can really complete it at any point during the week. In my high school level classes, I would give out a weekly sketchbook prompt that they could complete again at any time. They would take the prompt, complete it in their sketchbook, and it was just another thing to keep them busy and keep them practicing and engaged in drawing. Building into that, visual journals are my absolute go-to early finisher in every single class. I do visual journals in every class every single Friday because at the end of the course, they're required to have a certain number of pages. This is another great early finisher because they always have things to do in their visual journal book. Thinking a little bit more outside of the box, I have also had a collaborative Canvas project where I set up a 24-inch by 24-inch canvas and students could add to it. They could add whatever they wanted to this, and this was another great thing for them to work on. I would always display these finished canvases at our annual art show. Last but not least, create doodle spots around your room. I painted my coffee table and side tables white so students could draw on them with Sharpies. I had chalkboard walls in all my classrooms so students could doodle on the chalkboard wall. One of my coworkers even got a piano donated to them by the music department that they filled up with doodles and drawings and paintings, and they put this on display in the art building when it was finished. Yes, you will end up with inappropriate content. I promise it will happen, especially in high school, and you just cover that sucker up and move on with your life. Remember, idle hands are your worst enemy. Overplan every single day and have lots of things on hand to give students to work on. Good luck and happy teaching.